Do you want to train your brain to give you only the best things in life? Well, stick around for this episode. Hi, I'm Cheryl, people and culture consultant, coach, and facilitator, and this is the Wholehearted Hub. Last episode, we talked about ego stories, and if what you believe is who you are, then there's no room for expansion or development of your thinking. That means that changing your mind about something means that you were wrong or that you're flaky or that you don't know what you're doing. And we don't want to talk about ourselves that way. I would argue that this applies to what we want to believe about ourselves as well. Sometimes we replace logical thinking with emotion, a projection of the life we want to be living, and make it mean something about the life that we are actually living. And it's usually make it mean something negative. This doesn't mean that that's true. Because we feel something, it doesn't mean that that's true. Because we say something or think something, it doesn't mean that it's true. Our thoughts are not facts. Our feelings aren't even facts. They may be true for us, but it doesn't mean they're actually true. So, what am I talking about? Things that are potentially ego driven or protection driven. The way our brains work, whatever it is that you believe or believe that you believe about who you are and what it means, will be reinforced by your brain. It's reinforced by a filtration system in our brains that's called the reticular activating system, or RAS. The reticular activating system is designed and works very hard to ensure you see things that will confirm how you think. Let's put it into practical terms. Have you ever been shopping for a new car? Let's just say it's a Volkswagen Beetle. So I'm out shopping for a Volkswagen Beetle, and all of a sudden, in the days that follow that, that's the only car that I see on the road. All of a sudden, everybody is driving a Volkswagen Beetle. And it's like, where did all those come from? They came from your reticular activating system. That's its job, to ensure that you see what you're thinking. But this can also be dangerous if what we're thinking is not right for us. I think that this is a really important piece of information for anyone to know or understand if they're looking to grow or develop themselves. It's why you see things the way you see them, or why you take particular nuggets of information away from any kind of learning, because your brain wants to confirm the way that you think. It doesn't want to disagree with you. Those Volkswagens were always on the road. Your brain just wasn't trained to search for them and edit out all of the other things that don't agree with those Volkswagen Beetles. So if you think about this in terms of how you talk about yourself, have you ever heard yourself say, "Of course that happened to me"? The "of course that happened to me" is wired to a belief that you have about yourself. Maybe the belief is that you're unlucky, or that you're clumsy, or that you're messy. Whatever that belief is, your brain is going to search for things to confirm that that's true about you and edit out the rest. Your brain does not want to search for things that are going to prove to you that you are lucky, that you are coordinated, and that you are tidy, because you believe the opposite of those things. And so, for a few episodes now, we've been talking about the stories that we tell ourselves. And these stories are so important because they are what wires our brain to search for those things that confirm it and edit out the rest. And so, check your language. How do you describe yourself? What are the words that you use, either out loud or in your brain, to describe you? And how do you then confirm those in how you live your everyday? What do you want to be described as? Then use those words and practice it. We talk a lot about practice here, and I mean it. Make it your daily practice. This is why affirmations are so powerful. Or looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, like, you are enough, you are loved, you are intelligent, beautiful, kind, loving, whatever it is that you believe you are, but maybe not as much as that other insecure part of you, the protective part. So, how can we get beyond our protective parts and rewire our stories to be the life that we want to live, the dreams that we want to achieve for ourselves? Believe those. Wire those into your reticular activating system and let it do its job to show you all the ways that you are abundant, amazing, successful, loved, caring, etc., etc., etc. So the reflection that I leave you with today is to pay attention to the stories that you tell yourself, write them down. We've done this before. How do you want to rewrite them? And then practice telling yourself those stories. Practice looking for confirmation of those things. Let the of course that happened to me be in response to something incredible that you dream about, because you can. As always, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you'll never miss an episode, and I get to see you next time.